Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is your New Year's reading for Gemini. Let's see what's coming in the new year. Gemini. What does Gemini need to know? What you can expect in the new year. What can Gemini expect in the new year? All right. We have a person who's been holding back here, maybe protecting themselves, their money. But we have someone here who's curious here. I feel like there's someone here maybe didn't tell someone everything. Yeah, I see some indecision. But it is someone curious. It is someone learning something here. I feel there's a little stagnant energy. This is often someone who keeps things close to their chest. Yeah, we've got a few cards coming out here. They all want to come out. I'm going to take them. Yeah, so we have a person who is indecisive, and it could be yourself if you have a choice whether someone's your type or not. Yeah, but you can see getting together, going down the path, spending time. Looks like someone here is trying to, they're curious, and it has to do with someone who hasn't been moving. So someone who protects their heart, keeps things close to their chest. Someone may be protecting their money, but it's a stagnant energy. Yeah, if you've been indecisive and you got a choice here, I feel like you're going to take a step back. If you feel something is off, it probably is. Take off the blindfold and see. Yeah, you got a person here. Look at that, the energy of 3. But there is a person, there's an emperor here. This is someone about to make something happen here. It has to do with whether, it could be someone who was curious about you, but they didn't budge or move. Now you can see someone protecting their money, their heart, keeping things close to their chest. But it almost looks like you got someone who's protecting you. Someone's protecting you. And I do see the energy of going down this path, spending time together. See people getting together, some sort of collaboration here, but it's all about spending time, going down this path. You're the person wanting to ask you out on a date. So if you're dating someone else, I feel this person's trying to protect you. They're learning something here. Tell me about this King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is actually the King of Cups, so this is an Emperor. Tell me about the Page of Swords. This person's all in their feels. It's how someone's feeling. Yeah, so there's an energy of, I feel some of you are open to something new. So there actually could be 2 King of Cups. If you got 2 people in their feelings here, one of them may be your type. Yeah, see, it's an energy of patience here. But it's someone who needs to take a step back and see something they didn't see. Often this is people who don't really see what's going on around them. But there is this energy of curiosity. See, this is someone, you've got a person here I feel going to come in. You've got 2 here. The energy of 3, but it's like people talking, collaborating. So it's like somebody here is trying to protect you. Yeah, they see confrontation. It could be a little jealousy. Yeah, there's a little confrontational energy. This is an energy of drama. Someone is trying to avoid something here, avoid the drama. But I feel there's jealousy because we have a person who's all in their feels. But it is an energy of protection. Yeah, this is an energy of stability. It's people confronting. There's some sort of confrontation going on. Because there's an energy of collaborating, getting together. It's people getting together, collaborating, working in a team. So there's a person here who sees you as a partner. Like it's about partnering up, getting together. There's someone who wants to spend time with you. But there is some jealousy. And I do feel, I mean, the Empress isn't into any drama. The Empress isn't competing. So if there is someone who's dealing with other people, that's where I feel you're not going to compete. And you could have a person here who's not competing either, not interested in the drama. But yeah, I do feel there is a person here. It is about whether someone's your type or not. So someone here who was indecisive. So, and it could, I feel it's probably yourself, but it could be this person. They're seeing something now. teaming up, getting together. Yeah, so someone a little guarded. It's someone who often pushes someone away, or they're just guarded. They're being very careful what they believe. I think there's someone standing up for you. I think it's a person protecting you. They're going to protect you from someone here. And there is a bit of jealousy, but it's protection. Yeah. King of Pentacles energy. Look at that. See, taking a step back, seeing things differently. Feeling different. Like if you feel something is off, and if it is someone who's pushing you away, or they won't let you in emotionally, so it could be someone who's been emotionally unavailable. But yeah, let's have a look at the Three of Pentacles. This is, yeah, look at that card coming out too. So it's an energy of taking a step back, seeing things differently, feeling different. If you feel something is off, trust that, because you might not see this coming. Yeah, but if there is indecision, it's a person coming in to follow their heart. They want to talk, communicate. Yeah, they want to build. You got a person who wants to build. It's a person putting in effort. So it has to do with someone who probably didn't put any effort. But there's jealousy. And there is an energy of protection. Someone's standing up for you. Tell me about the King of Pentacles. I wouldn't be surprised these are two people somewhat the same. They're very different, but one isn't like the other. And that's what it's trying to say. But you got two people here. I mean, the Empress is open. This shows the start of something new. There's some curiosity. It's a person wanting to learn something. Yeah, look at that. See, it has to do with whether there's someone who's right. See, spending time together, collaborating, going down this path, teaming up. But there's something off with another person. So you got an Emperor about to make this happen. This is someone standing up for you, or like I say, it's an energy of someone being very careful what they believe here. Tell me about the Emperor. Yeah, the Emperor is the King of Swords. Could be a Gemini energy, Libra, Aquarius. Take it how it resonates. Yeah, one of these is not like the other. One of them is someone who will protect you. But one of these people isn't emotionally available. But it has to do with someone who's learned. See, they're learning something. They're seeing truth. It has to do with truth. So somebody knows the truth. You're open. But this person also knows another person is not telling you the truth. See, there is competition here. There's competition. The Empress isn't interested in competing. Yeah. But I feel like it's someone who's unemotionally available. But yeah, they are in their feelings. They're just keeping it close to their chest, both people. But then things have been stagnant. But I feel we got some movement here. Tell me about the Seven of Wands. Yeah. Seven of Wands, Eight of Wands. There's movement. Like I say, I can see that someone's about to take action here. And it's probably just jealousy, but it has to do with the Empress isn't interested in competing. But it could be someone here where there's competition, yeah, where they have other options. If you feel something is off here, like I say, I feel it's about taking off the blindfold to see. But it could be this person seeing now what they didn't see. There definitely was a spark desire, but it has to do with communication coming in quickly, not seeing it coming. What does this King of Swords want? They want to take control. See, it's a crush, a longing, someone holding a torch. They're going to make this happen. Emperors make things happen. They're doing something about this. But it does look like it's someone protecting you. And it has to do with confrontation. It has to do with jealousy. And somebody who's not moving. And it could be yourself here. If you are the feminine, someone's not telling you everything. It's a person who tells you what you want to hear. But it has to do with, I feel jealousy and confrontation, protection. But I feel, as far as the feminine, not budging and giving in to someone. Yeah, see, it's about, look at all these duplicate cards. It's all about seeing. There's been some indecision. A person here was unable to move forward. But it's a person who now sees. They see the truth. And it has to do with one of these people is not like the other. So very interesting energy. It's about the two of you connecting. See, you're going to make a connection with someone, and this other person's jealous. But it has to do with someone speaking truth. See, it's a crush, a longing for love. So someone kind of looking back. They're reminiscing. But it does look like we have someone holding a torch. And in fact, yeah, I almost feel like some of you got... there's definitely jealousy. I can see it. Because it's a person looking ahead, planning, preparing. See, they're taking a step back. They're seeing things from a whole different light. There's a spark here between two people. But it has to do with the Emperor taking control of the situation. They're determined to succeed. Strong mind, strong will, this person. Oh, yeah. It's about swooping in. This is someone going to swoop in here. And that's what happens. They come in to take control. And someone trying to control their emotions, too. They're not emotionally unavailable. They're just trying to control their emotions. Because I do see jealousy or being a little angry, but it's an energy of protecting you. Someone feels protective of you to do with this other person. And even though this other person is someone, you know, all in their feels, but one of them isn't like the other. Yeah, you're going to drink from each other's cup. See, this is someone seeing the bigger picture. They see the bigger picture. Yeah, someone kind of acts maybe like they're not interested at first, but it's who you're interested in and what you're interested in. Yeah, you've got multiple here. But yeah, I feel like it's an energy of not seeing this coming here too. Yeah, we have a King of Wands. So we definitely have Emperor energy. We have some Sag energy. Aries or Leo, but it's a person who knows what they want. They're going for it. Yeah, see, they're taking a step back, seeing this differently. There's a spark, desire, attraction. I think this is someone who's been holding a bit of a torch. Maybe you're holding a torch for this person too. But there's jealousy. I can see it. But it's this person taking action. Yeah, they're going to take action, all right. They're going to offer up the cup. You're going to drink from each other's cup. You're making a connection. It's all about going down this path, teaming up, spending time together. This is someone who wants to spend time with you. And I do feel like you had someone who didn't want to spend time. They didn't put any effort. It's like they're learning all this. They're obviously talking to this person. They're talking to this person. Or seeing you talking to this person. Yeah, let's have a look at the Empress. This is about being open, yeah. The Star, so it's an energy of letting go, releasing this. It's a situation that wasn't meant to be, but it is an energy of the feelings being mutual. So we have two people feeling the same, but it's about letting this person go. Someone who's not telling you everything. So one of these definitely is not like the other. But it's definitely an energy of someone being protective. Yeah, tell me about this King of Wands. It's coming from the Emperor. Yeah, they're manifesting. They have all the information, everything they need. See, it's about becoming aware. So this is someone who's become aware that there's this spark, this attraction, but holding a torch. I feel someone's holding a torch. But it could be, you know, like I say, and maybe even a new crush, but it's about putting in effort. This person wants to build, where the other person, I feel, isn't going to tell you the whole truth. And with the Empress, this is someone who releases, letting go of anything that no longer serves. You know your worth and your value. But this is there is a person who holds you in very high regard. Yeah, tell me more about the Star. See, a situation has ended. It's over. A painful period. It's someone stabbing someone in the back too. So it's a person ending a very painful period, but I feel it's the Empress, see, being open. This is a situation that's over. But yeah, there's definitely two people. Yeah, and if you are indecisive and you have to make a decision, yep, see, no longer talking to someone, no longer giving, you're not budging in. But it is a person here. I think you got a person here who's protecting their money too. You know, they don't want to give. It's someone who doesn't reciprocate. So I do feel it's yourself too. I feel like you're not going to give to this person. You're no longer giving. No longer talking. It's someone who's not telling someone the whole truth. But it's all about learning the truth. Yeah, that cup runneth over. I mean, this is an opportunity, a resurgence of love. And it has to do with two people coming together. One of them is being left behind. I feel, tell me about this King of Cups up here. Yeah, so someone who is feeling sad. They have a lot of regret because you've got new. You're no longer talking or giving, but it's someone who didn't reciprocate too. Now this is over. See, letting it go, it no longer serves. It's done. It's almost like someone stabbed someone in the back here. But it's a person standing up for you, protecting you, or this person pushed you away. Now you have this other person coming in because they're learning this. They're very much aware. So there is going to be communication. See, they have all the information. Yeah, they're swooping in to take control of the situation. Yeah, there you are, Gemini, speaking truth. Now it could be masculine or feminine, but I do see the energy of being very wise. See, it's about experience. There's people sharing information here. This is someone talking to someone, and there's a lot of regret and sadness. Someone here might even be a little bit ashamed here. But it all has to do with this other person coming in. See, this is people, often this is a place where people socialize, congregate, but it's about long-term stability. This is a person who's far more generous. And I feel if somebody wasn't generous with their time, their energy, they weren't telling you everything. But it is something I feel where the Empress is over it. Some of you have healed. So you're basically, it's finished. It's done. I think somebody's not talking nice about someone here. But this person's feeling protective of you. I feel they're standing up for you. Or it's you standing up for them. But it's all about truth and experience. Being very wise. See, it's where you know something feels off. It didn't feel right. To me, it looks like a person who has, I don't know, they're not telling you everything, put it that way. And it is this other person talking to this person or talking to someone. Hearing something, listening. The person not reciprocating. It's an energy where the Empress showers abundance on someone and kind of reaches out. So this other person, look at that. There's the sharing of information here. But I feel like you're moving towards something stable. So it has to do with truth about the cup, the opportunity. Some of you maybe didn't see this coming, or there was some sort of indecision. It's saying to take the blindfold off and see. One of these people is not like the other. Yeah. There it is. This is the Pentacle coming in. The offer, the opportunity. And I do feel it's an energy of, I wouldn't say temptation. I feel there's a little bit of a temptation here, you know. But it's taking a step back. And now seeing. There's a spark desire. A passionate new beginning and attraction. Because it's an energy of the Eight of Wands. Seven of Wands, Eight of Wands. If you got someone who keeps pushing you away, they reach out and then they push you away, right? That's where I feel. And you may have taken your power back from this person by just no longer giving. But you have another person, I feel, that's coming in. They're stable. They're grounded. They're definitely someone who's more generous with their time, their energy. They actually want to do things with you and spend time with you. But it's about this collaboration. People collaborating. Yeah, look, there it is. There's the Ace of Pentacles. It's all, I don't think you're going to see this coming. It's a person laying the foundation. They're coming in. It's a person who follows through. Yeah, they're interested. And we have the King and Queen of Pentacles energy. But I feel like you got two people who are very much the same. In fact, they almost mirror each other. But the interesting thing is you're mirroring this other person. Yeah. See, there's a spark. You don't see a future with someone. It feels off. Something just feels off. It doesn't feel right. So in other words, there's a lack of chemistry or lack of attraction. But that Pentacle's coming. Yeah. Somebody's going to offer you the pentacle. You're going to look at this very carefully. But this comes with an offer, an opportunity. The cup runneth over. It's an invitation of sorts here. It's someone who wants to take you out. They're going to put in effort. See, another person here, they didn't put any effort. There was lack of reciprocity. They were stuck, stubborn, selfish. Someone who doesn't want to give anything. Where the other person is a little more giving. Yeah, you're going to, I feel like you're going to connect with this person. But yeah, I do feel there's the energy here where you're just grounding yourself and looking at the situation. But I do feel it's an energy of two people who aren't really seeing what's going on around them. And that's what I feel. Two people who don't really see what's going on around them. Where someone's talking to someone. And it's someone stabbing someone in the back here. This person definitely had some feelings, emotions, but it's often the energy of that. Sometimes you get it could be someone who drinks too much or something, but it's an energy of sort of overindulging a little bit. Because often when I see the King of Cups in this energy, it's someone who kind of overindulges a little bit. But I definitely feel, as far as the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles energy, it's an energy of feeling kind of uncomfortable. See, it's an energy of interest. See, it is what it is. I guess they're just not interested. But and it's because of someone not being honest. So there's a person there. This person's standing up for you. I mean, they're protecting you from this other person. And I do see jealousy, confrontational energy. Somebody confronting someone. And I feel maybe you and this other person didn't see this happening. But this is all part of this person too, right? The King of Wands energy. Somebody with some Sagittarius energy. Aries or Leo. See, they're manifesting. They're aware that there's a spark, there's an attraction, that someone's attracted to you. So they're coming in to take this. This is someone who takes the lead. So it's two people who kind of aren't seeing what's going on around them. That's what I feel. Yeah, and you got the cup here. Yeah, it has to do with faith and loyalty. See, somebody here may not be faithful. If you have a person who didn't reciprocate or follow through in some way, it's a person who's not faithful. They're not loyal. It's someone's lifestyle habits, the way they conduct themselves. Yeah, see, if someone stabs someone in the back. Now, interesting. This person here, this King of Wands, I mean, it could be this person, but it feels to me like they're looking at this wand. See, they don't see it coming. But it's an energy of someone standing up for you. They're standing up for you. Because we have a person who's not loyal. It's about faith and loyal. Emperors expect loyalty. So somebody wasn't faithful and loyal. And I do feel, and maybe you stood up for this person, but this is someone who stands up to someone. The King of Wands stood up to someone here. I think they're protecting you from someone who's not loyal. Yeah, and I'm going to tell you, they are making it happen. I mean, it's a crush, a longing. Yeah, it's all about coming in right. See, you got someone here who's right for you, someone who's not. No, I don't know if they're going to come in and just tell you a truth. Yeah, I think there's somebody here who may even, was maybe even married or in a relationship, but they're coming in to tell you the truth. So I do see harmony. So it has to do with being fair. And to me, it looks like the person wasn't fair with you. And I do feel this someone stabbing someone in the back, but this painful period is over. You're letting it go. I feel you're going to just release this because it's about being open to other offers and opportunities. And that could be because of a situation ending and being open. But the person coming in isn't faithful or loyal, and this is why they didn't reciprocate. I think you had a person who some of you maybe dealt with someone who was married here. Yeah, but this is a situation coming to fruition. See, it's where you're kind of waiting to see what happens. Yeah. See, waiting for the right one. I feel like it's just not the right person. I do think you are aware of this, but it's like you and this other person are now aware of each other. Look at that. There's people talking, collaborating, getting together. So this is about everybody getting together. There's going to be an offer, an invitation. And there is a lot of people talking and collaborating or gossip about this. 7 of Wands, 8 of Wands. Everyone talking, right? Too much happening too fast kind of energy. But this person is looking at that spark, the desire, the attraction. Maybe they're learning that you're attracted to them. But it's what you're attracting. You're manifesting what you're desiring here. But this Emperor is the one who's dealing with this. They're overcoming this. They're doing something with this person. Because if Emperors expect loyalty, so do Empresses expecting loyalty. See, it is what it is. It's not meant to be, just letting it go. It was painful. It's over. See, this is where the sun starts to shine. It has to do with this truth. Yeah, it's a person who keeps doing the same thing over and over again too. So I feel like you got someone who keeps pushing you away, and it's likely because they're in a relationship or they're just not faithful and loyal. So there is definitely some regret, because I do see a confrontation of sorts here. And I feel it's competition more than likely, and jealousy. But like I say, it's someone who keeps doing the same thing over and over again. Now we have the other person coming in. This person's all in their feels. They're offering you the cup. Offer an invitation, a bunch of people getting together here. This person wants to build. See, they're putting in effort. But what it is another person who didn't put any effort. They didn't give. There was no giving and receiving. They were stubborn, stuck, selfish. But this person's protecting you from this because they've become aware. Look at that. This is two people going to come together here. It's about crossing paths, but what it is you're not in alignment with this person. You're just not in alignment. They're just not the right person. And you know your worth and value. And this is often when someone doesn't get what they want from someone. But I feel like this person was talking to someone here. And it's a person who stabbed someone in the back. So this could be two people who know each other in the same social circle. And there may have been something going on. Yeah, it's all going to come out in the wash. But this person's heading in your direction. This Emperor's the one who's doing it. Yeah, they're into me, I see. They've been keeping this all to themselves. They've gone within. They want to build with you. They want to get something going. They want to put in effort, because it has to do with someone who didn't put any effort in. And they keep doing the same thing. It's a person who keeps pushing people away, or they pushed you away because they weren't being faithful and loyal. They probably have regret, but yeah, see, it's a person who was being sneaky. Yeah, see, someone was sneaking around here. Now, I wonder if this person's seen you and the other person looking at each other too. Yeah, they know, they're aware, because they're the one, they're dealing with this. Someone's sneaking around. Yeah, there it is. This is an energy of someone who has a really bad habit pattern. I mean, they may drink too much. It's their lifestyle. It's the way they conduct themselves. They're not a faithful person. But that's the devil energy. Someone who's a little overindulging. Jealousy, drinking, fighting, whatever it is. It's something toxic, very unhealthy. So this person's protecting you from this. They're going to tell you the truth. But their cup runneth over. They want to offer you the cup and offer an invitation. But there's people talking and collaborating. And there's good news. Yeah, I feel like it's being cautious. So you're about to get your cup filled. But it's who you think's coming in isn't going to be who you expect. So that's what I feel is interesting. But you will become aware of this. But see, I feel often when the Queen of Pentacles and King of Pentacles are there, I don't think you were aware of all this. But you're going to find out a truth about this person. I think they drink too much. They overindulge. It's a person who they're in a cycle. And I wonder if it's just this person who felt like there's no hope. Maybe they've seen you talking to them. I don't know. But yeah, it's definitely a very unhealthy pattern, habit, and behavior. This person's lifestyle, they lead a very unhealthy lifestyle. I think they probably, usually when you see the King of Cups, it's someone who drinks a lot. Yeah. So it's really something kind of sad here, but this person's in their feelings here. It's like they feel for you, you know. They feel sad for you, um, but they're very much protecting you. Tell me more about the Emperor. What is this person going to do? I'm going to tell you one thing they're doing is they're coming in here. They come in right, too, but it's about harmony. I think this is someone who's been crushing on you for some time, and it just kind of kept it to themselves. But they are definitely taking control. They're determined to succeed. Yeah, they just is somebody who swoops in. But see, they're coming in to protect you, to swoop in, to keep you from coming together with this person. I've been seeing a lot of this energy in readings where you have this protector person who's actually has a lot of feelings for someone and they've kept it to themselves. So this Emperor, yeah, they know you're single. Now they are also single. This is someone who actually takes care of themselves. They have self-respect. Yeah, they want to talk and communicate. They're just going to swoop in out of the blue. You're likely not going to see this coming, but this person finds you very attractive. There's just a lot of desire. And I do feel this is a person too, I feel. Emperors are often people who, especially when the King of Cups is here, and it's here a couple times, so it shows me this person's been kind of planning and preparing here, getting themselves ready. And they're just going to come in. It'll be spontaneous. They're going to come in very quickly, but it is to keep you from coming together with someone else. Or there was people collaborating to keep the two of you from coming together. But there's going to be harmony. And this is someone who comes in right, too, because I feel like they prepared themselves, you know. Very much in control. They have self-control. See, this person has good morals and values where the other person doesn't. Yeah, it's a person I feel who's not faithful. Drinking, partying, confrontation, jealousy, just a confrontational kind of situation. Yeah, you've got the cup coming in. You're on the receiving end of this. But if you have multiple opportunities coming in, this Emperor is going to do everything they can to keep you from connecting with this person. Yeah. I think this person feels sad for you. It's like you deserve better. You deserved better. Or you deserve better. Yeah, it's like a protector, you know. You have that person who's around in the social circle. And it is definitely someone who's been preparing themselves, but you're about to get your cup filled. They are in energy, see, and I feel it's about being careful what you're manifesting. And I feel that message is here for you, Gemini. Being careful what you manifesting, seeing the truth. You're going to learn. See, you're going to learn this. I do think you're becoming aware. I mean, because there's a lot of talk here, but there is good news coming out of this. Yeah, some sort of get-together gathering, people collaborating. Yeah, it's where they want you to come together, but not with this person here. Wow. Yeah, there's definitely, it's funny, because as soon as I said not this person, yeah, thanks, but no thanks, no longer interested. See, it's an ending. It has to do with the situation ending. To me, it looks like it's something that's not going to go anywhere anyway, but because it is a person who's sneaky, right? They're sneaking around. So if you got a person who ignored you, rejected you, this is why. They were sneaking around. So there you go. But this is going to come into fruition when you come into the new year. I mean, it's a person who's holding a torch here. And they like you. They feel protective. They feel like you deserve better. They see someone who's kind, compassionate, someone who cares. So I don't know. I feel like this is someone who's crushed on you for some time too. It's definitely a person who longs for love. But you deserve better. Aw. Yeah, they know it too. This is, yeah, see, there it is. The aha moment, that moment of truth, victory. See, win or lose, they're going to come in. You're safe with this person too. You're safe with this person. They'll protect you. They'll keep you safe. Wow. I don't know who you're dealing with, but can I say you're going down this path, and it's about the things the two of you have in common. See, there's some people, maybe mutual friends, or they're learning this. And they are someone who's been playing it safe and being cautious, but with be careful what it is you're manifesting. And that's what I feel. You might even just get some advice from this person, but I'm going to tell you, and if they do keep it to themselves and they just tell you to, be careful with this person, they actually have feelings. Yeah, they kind of keep it all in too, which is interesting, but yeah. And I definitely feel that energy of disappointment, mixed messages, mixed signals. See a lot of disappointment. And it has to do with someone who manipulates. Someone who likes to play games. See, you've got someone who's playing games here. Someone who manipulates. They're deceptive. So, yeah, that just came out. I don't know where it was. But they're going to tell you the truth about this situation. Yeah, definitely I do see this ending. I feel it's very disappointing, but I do feel like with the Empress energy, you know the truth. I feel like you're going to learn the truth. And I do feel like you're definitely overcoming this. I do see obstacles, challenges. See, I feel for the feminine, just avoiding confrontation, or you're just not into competing, whatever that may be. Yeah. But wow, yeah, definitely a lot of disappointment. I feel it's somebody who over and over and over again disappoints you, Yeah, yeah, here for a good time, not a long time. Someone's self-absorbed, or they're involved with someone else, someone younger. But it's often someone who focuses on self. They focus on the wand. Yeah, immature. But they keep doing the same thing. This is why it'll never go anywhere. But you know what? You got an Emperor coming in. See, the Emperor and the Empress are meant to be together here. It's like, this is why I feel if something is meant to be, it just isn't meant to be. You're not in alignment. It's your lifestyles, the way they live their life, whatever it may be. But this other person, it's like it's meant to be. Because of this Temperance energy. You see, it's a person who's just been preparing. There's so much interest too in trying to be really patient. And some of you were patient with someone. You were, one thing about that, it has to do with, I often see this energy as a fixer-upper. Don't try to fix this person. Okay? And maybe this is how you became the Empress, is trying to fix somebody, and it didn't serve you because they didn't hold you in high regard. They treated you with disrespect. They were disrespectful. So there it is. Look at this beautiful energy as you move into the new year. Yeah, there's going to be people getting together, some kind of gathering. I feel there's opportunity to connect. Take care. See you soon.